Hello, this is Nasida 501, and today I'm just gonna be giving you a little brief explanation why I've been gone for the past few months. So basically, here's um, the basic summary. Um, Moved 1,400 miles away from my original home, moved in a house with a small room in it, which had to do that because um, well, two people they need more time to like move out because they still needed to find a new house for themselves. But they finally found it, and also basically, um, you know, they got the house, but couldn't really do anything else with the PS4, so I could record gameplays. Only because later I found my TV was cracked, and basically had to wait for a couple more months to do anything, really. And so, yeah, that was basically, the reason why. Because broken TV, and also small room, with no space, which I forgot to mention that. There's like no space, couldn't really set up anything, and, you know, had to wait for people to move out. And also, um, really low wage jobs, and really can't get anything with a low wage job, but or a minimum wage job, really. I mean, I call them low wage, I guess, or because they were really low. Because my other jobs, they paid more before I moved, and moved here, and they pay a lot less. But yeah, so let's move on from that. But yeah, basically, that's just reason why. So now I'm back on. But yeah. Yeah, so that's just basically it, I guess. But other than that, I I'm just glad to have my PS4 and my TV. I mean, I had the PS4 before, but just needed the TV to go along with it. But speaking of like game consoles, um, what is it? Oh yeah, like speaking of game consoles, I remember someone talking about the other day, like how the PS4 is like 20,000 years old, which obviously they're exaggerating. Um, and talking about like, oh, when are they gonna release the PS5? It's like, oh my God, really? Come on, it's only been a few years. I mean, generally, uh, game companies like Sony, Microsoft, and Nintendo, do like they just like need to make sure everything is like an A plus. They make sure it's like the best they've got. The best they've got to offer, because there's been like real major failures that you know. I mean, obviously that sunk their companies. Like Sega, I mean, this is just like one example of why their company failed. I mean, really didn't fail, I guess, because of the way they made some of their consoles. But just, I mean, it's a lot more complicated than that. But they made some really bad consoles back in the day, and when they were still around. I mean, I think they're still around, but the thing is, though, is that they're not really making game consoles. But not really sure what they're doing. Haven't really been keeping up. But basically, just I don't know. I just don't know. And Oh shit. Ow. Really did not think about that one. Really miscalculated that jump. That really was bad. But anyways, let's see here. Yeah. Anyway, I keep saying that, I'm sorry. But, you know, game consoles, you know, they like try to make sure it's the best of the best. You know, they try to make sure their controls are not clunky, they're not really bad or anything. Like, I don't know why I only mentioned like Sega, but Nintendo, like they said that with the Nintendo 64, their controls were a little bit clunky, you know, not so good with certain games, and like, yeah, I mean, I don't know why I mentioned them only because they've had some bad consoles back in the day. But you know, Nintendo's always trying to like figure out new ways to like make a game console or new ideas for a game console. And apparently that's what I like. I mean, so is Sony, but it's like, you know, nothing too crazy though, versus like Nintendo actually like tries to come up with new consoles, like the NES, you know, Super Nintendo, you know, Entertainment System. Don't know if that was a correct abbreviation. It's been a while, but then there's like the N64, and then there's the GameCube, and then what else? The Wii. Oh no, hell no, I'm not going back there. Fuck that. There's a witch. Plus, I only have like a fishing rod, pickaxe, stone sword. There's a stone sword. Yeah. Rather hit her with an arrow, because I don't like it how she can just throw potions and just kill me. But yeah, I mean, Nintendo has always been trying to find ways to like switch it up a bit, and I really have to give them credit for that. I mean, the Nintendo Switch, that I think is like one of the most awesome consoles they've made since the Wii, to be honest with you. The Wii was a really great idea. Because, I mean, I think their original idea, because they were like trying to get people on their feet and exercise, but Wii Sports was my favorite when I was a kid. And, you know, I really liked the idea of like archery and bowling and other stuff like that. Even boxing, you know, like that was really fun back in the day. I mean, that was released 2006, 2007, so about 11 years old, if not 12. Yeah, oh my god, it's been years. But, yeah. Oh my god, what the hell was that? Okay, those were my footsteps, not someone else's. Or something else's. Because I don't want to get jumped by a bunch of monsters. Although, I'm not sure what monsters would be out here. Oh shit, please tell me I didn't lose my way. Oh, I mean... No, I didn't lose my way. But yeah, I mean, that was just one of the greatest consoles I found to be back in the day when I was just a kid, you know, I mean, really didn't have a PlayStation when I was a kid. I really just played on everyone else's, and the only one I really played on was like PlayStation 2, not the PlayStation 3. Only played with that once actually. Never to PlayStation, you know, the very first one. And basically, you know, just had to like just stick to playing on everyone else's. Until, you know, my parents got the Wii. And that was like one of the best things ever. And then my mom got the Xbox 360. You know, I didn't really touch it that much. Did I say much or much? Much. My God. I feel like a Neanderthal. Anyway. Just exploring, in case you're wondering why I'm just going around like a lunatic. Just an explorer, people. I jump in here, but I'm not sure if I can get out. Anyway. Yeah, just... You know, I didn't really play with that so much when I was in high school. I think it was high school when she got it. Or late middle school, but... You know, I was really just into the PC, you know, I mean, it was just a laptop, but still, it was just one of the greatest things ever. It was like the only thing I really knew how to use, because I really never touched a PlayStation after 7th grade, I think. And no, I think it was earlier than that. You know, I got used to like playing the Wii and then my PC. And basically, you know, when I got the PS4, it was just a little different. But part of me kind of wishes I went for Xbox One, but only because the battery lasts longer and you can play either on a computer or the console. But yeah, I think I'm gonna stop rambling and just end this episode here. So yeah, see you guys later.